This is a giant Lego cactus, but it was just one of the many amazing Lego creations on display at last year's Brickslopes Lego convention. And today we are going to be checking out my top 5 favorite creations from the convention. Starting us off at number 5, we have the Silver Pavilion by K. Giffen Creates. This display is an amazing recreation of a beautiful real-life Japanese temple. I love the way that she's gone about the landscaping here with all sorts of different foliage pieces in different colors to make one cohesive display. The pond here is awesome with kind of different colors representing depth. And then a little river that flows into that. Again, here you see some more plant pieces, a little squirrel. And then as you come closer to the temple itself, I really love the technique she's used here for the temple. You see a little geisha out front, awesome brick-built character, but I really like the kind of wood paneling there at the bottom in brown. And then up top, there's some more awesome-looking paneling and a samurai, I suppose. And then the roof just really puts it over the top with the kind of curved edges and the triangle shapes all work together to make just a really, really lovely setting. I think that she did a really good job kind of recreating this temple. At number 4, I'm cheating a little bit by including 2 amazing circus tents built by different builders. Having never seen a full-size circus in Lego before, I was wowed when I laid eyes on this large red, white, and blue circus tent by Jeff P. It features 3 distinct rings. On the left you can see the lion tamer taming a pack of lions there. In the middle you've got 3 elephants and the tightrope walkers above them. And then on the right side you've got the show horses and a man being shot out of a rocket. Coming around outside the circus tent, you can see some different things going on. He's got all of these wagons, a lot of them filled with different animals, as you can see. And then this one looks to have an organ player in the white wagon. And the red wagon here has a gorilla and a little baby gorilla. Some cool new pieces. It's a really, really cool idea. I love the shaping on the tent overall. Not long after seeing the first circus display, I came upon this beautiful red and yellow circus tent by Larry L. I love all the grass he has surrounding this tent and then the borders of this display. But here in the center ring you can see a Duplo elephant, which actually scales pretty nicely with the Lego minifigures. And then you have a clown car there on the left, kind of funny. Above again, some tightrope walkers. And then the right there is a showgirl on horse, and it looks like kind of a cowboy and Indian theme there. In the crowd there's all manner of unsavory character, but I really just love the colors on this tent. Super well done, and then the sloping on the roof is just amazing. He's just got pieces kind of stuck together and then gently sloping. I suppose a bit of an illegal technique, but as you see here, it just creates such a wonderful, wonderful shape on the tent. Really well done. Taking the 3rd spot is Mother Willow by West Valley Brick Builders, a group of Lego builders who came together to create this mind-blowing creation. You can see the face of Mother Willow is able to move and talk there. And then as you zoom out, the tree itself almost looks kind of like a lampshade in the way that they went about putting this together. But yeah, you can see just her eyes are so expressive and the mouth opening and closing, just super, super cool. The shaping on the tree is a little bit weird with it being so uniform as kind of a lampshade, but it turns out looking pretty cool. And the bark on the tree itself is a really cool technique with all of the dark black and then in kind of the shadows of the bark and then the grays. Underneath the creation you can see multiple scenes from Disney. Here is the 7 dwarves hard at work in the mines. I think that's kind of a fun display. A great way to use those. And then as we move over here, I'm actually not sure what this one's from. Let me know in the comments if you do know. Moving on above, I think there's a lot of really cool flowers and grass surrounding the tree, which is pretty cool looking. And then our next display here is actually from Peter Pan. So you have Peter Pan battling Captain Hook on his ship. Then you have Lilo and Stitch here on the waves. Pretty nice looking scene. Next up here you have Coco, and you have the kid with his dog here. Moving up into the tree, there's actually a few displays here. I think Steamboat Willie up top, and I'm not sure what the one beneath that is. Down at the bottom again you have Big Hero 6 here. And the Sword in the Stone for the next one. Love that movie, a classic. Again, there's all sorts of cool looking foliage. I love the large dark green pieces here used as leaves on a plant. And then Toy Story, you've got Andy's room here, which I think really well done at this scale. Looks really cool. And finally, you've got Rapunzel's tower in kind of a mini scale here, which pretty cool idea. But yeah, overall, lots of stuff going on here. Alice in Wonderland in the tree. I love the hanging willow leaves here, and pretty cool. Next up, we have kind of a collection of creations by Kookie Bricks. He has built 4 different ladies in different seasons here. So first we have spring. You can see the way he's brick built his characters is just so interesting. He's got some little bunnies here in the back, very springtimey. And then she has some type of like horned crown thing there in the gold. Kind of interesting. But he just does such a really awesome job sculpting the legs, the arms, the torso here. And just such a unique building style. Here is his summer creation. So he's got a girl sitting on a picnic blanket here with a peacock, which is really crazy. In front, she's got her shoes kicked off. And then you can see her fingers made up of skeleton arms. Just really awesome piece usage. My favorite part here, I think, is the skirt shaping. Wonderfully done. On the left here is his winter's spell. So you've got an awesome creation of a snowflake, a crown for the hair, and then the dress is so awesome looking in the bulbous form. His autumn display is currently in the Lego house. I'll link to him in the description so you can see it in all its glory in picture form. And then he's also built Medusa's lair here. So he's got kind of a Roman soldier there, which looks super duper awesome. Again, just the way he builds his characters in this scale is so inspiring. I want to try doing something kind of like this maybe. Just a really cool thing. He's got Medusa with a snake body here, a bow and arrow. Just looks super cool. And then you can see the statues that she's turned to stone. Really well done. If you're enjoying this video, it would really mean a lot to me if you hit the like button so this video can be seen by more people. Before we get to the top slot, I have to give honorable mention to some other amazing builds, like these 2 giant Lego pirate ships built by Elliot Builds Lego and Gavin D. I really love the way that they've done the water here with, again, different colors underneath the transparent tiles to simulate kind of different depths and waves going on in the water. You can see the pirate ship on the left here, and then in the back you've got kind of the Imperials. I think they did a really good job shaping these 2 ships, and they just turned out so nicely. Also have to shout out this giant Lego Clue board game that looks playable. He's got all of the characters built here, like Mrs. Peacock, Professor Plum, Miss Scarlet, Colonel Mustard, Mrs. White, Mr. Green, and then he's also got all of the weapons here, like the revolver, the candlestick, the knife, the wrench, lead pipe, and the rope. Super cool. He's got all of the different rooms here, and it looks like a fully functional playable board game, which I think is a really cool idea. Lovely looking. I also have to shout out this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle lair by Tucker M. Here you can see he's got just a kind of facade of some buildings up top, which look really good, and then he has a really clean road down there as well, with some striping on it. Underneath he has the turtle lair with a couple of the turtles hanging out, watching TV. You can see just some really cool details here with some arcade games. I love the trash that actually has some Lego sticker pieces, it looks like, in it, so that it has actual kind of trash, some old sticker sheets. Just a really cool idea. Now we're moving on to number 1. For the number 1 spot, I present Giffin's Gardens by K. Giffen Creates, in this very similar style to the silver pavilion that we featured at the beginning of this video, by of course the same builder. Again, there are some really cool foliage techniques and plant pieces being used here, but I really love the brickwork on the house. You can just see how nicely it comes together with the different colors of tan. The roof as well, with some of the shingling there. And then on the porch you have this bench. It's just really cool to see builds in this type of scale where it's bigger than minifigures, so you can really get detailed. There's like a Duplo or maybe a Fabuland shovel there and a wheelbarrow. And then these chairs and table are just really cool looking. On the left you've got the greenhouse, again with some really cool looking stonework. You can see just all of the different plants that she's got going on here. And it's just a really unique style, able to pack so much detail since she's building a little larger, that it just really pops. I love the little tree there with the upside down spruce pieces, really well done in dark green. And then just different types of flowers, which is very fitting for a greenhouse. On the left you can see a nice little bluebird, which I think turned out cool, and then this tree that's kind of on an angle, kind of a unique build for Lego to be a little less blocky. Overall, good job to all of the builders here. To see more amazing Lego displays that might even rival some of these, check out the videos linked on the screen. Comment below to let us know which of the creations was your favorite, and I hope to see you next time.